You're watching ABC 7 News at 5 on your side.
Tonight, 2 local hospitals are on full alert after people came in showing signs of the deadly Ebola virus.
Now, those cases involve people who recently returned from West Africa. They are now being treated at Howard University Hospital and Shady Grove Adventist Hospital. Montgomery County reporter Kevin Lewis is live outside Shady Grove tonight with what we know right now about this potential case. Kevin?
Yeah, well, Allison, the hospital says it received that patient within the last 24 hours. Not only does that individual display signs of flu-like symptoms, but the hospital is saying, quote, his or her travel history also supports the potential for an Ebola infection.
Oh, my God.
Wow, that's scary. That's pretty frightening.
Are you serious?
Shoppers at the Falls Grove Strip Mall shocked and stunned to learn a patient at Shady Grove Hospital, located directly across the street, may have Ebola.
It's just very scary knowing that's so close to home and that it's spreading. It's very scary. You wouldn't think that would happen in Montgomery County.
The hospital has not revealed what country or countries that patient recently visited. It's also withholding that person's age, sex, and the town he or she lives in.
I thought this was controlled, and I thought they had really good measures as far as screening folks coming in and out of the country, but apparently there's some flaws. So wow, that's scary.
Nurses and doctors ran a variety of tests on the unidentified patient. However, that blood work needed to be shipped to an off-site laboratory and then analyzed. So far, the results are not back.
That means everybody have to be really scared. I can't even come close to people anymore. You know, our kids go out to play games. You know, people hang out in restaurants. Can you imagine what that is?
Now, at this hour, the patient in question is in isolation, but is reportedly showing signs of improvement. I just got off the phone with a hospital spokeswoman who told me his or her test results won't be back for at least another 24 hours, so clearly patience is needed here. We're live in Rockville. I'm Kevin Lewis, ABC 7 News.
Okay, Kevin, thank you. And so far, the Ebola virus is blamed for more than 3,000 deaths in West Africa. And
with the virus making its first appearance in the U.S. earlier this week, a confirmed case in Dallas, hospitals are taking every precaution with the disease. D.C. Bureau Chief Sam Ford is outside Howard University Hospital with how the community is reacting to even the possibility of a case in D.C. Sam?
Yes, Scott. Well, a man who had come from Nigeria recently came here to Howard Hospital overnight, and I guess he must have feared that he had Ebola. I guess, let's say you've gone to West Africa lately and you came back with flu-like symptoms. In fact, you might fear that you had something like this. But in any event, he came here to the hospital, and I've spoken to several sources who've said that nobody in authority believes that his is a case of Ebola, and in fact, his condition is improving. But a Howard Hospital spokeswoman said that out of an abundance of caution, they are keeping him in isolation for observation. According to sources, more than a dozen people have shown up at D.C. hospitals in recent days fearing they have Ebola, but the health department says that there is no confirmed case of Ebola in Washington. And the source tells me that they believe that the case here will turn out not to be Ebola. Plus, the country of Nigeria is not the country of Liberia. And Nigeria has had a few cases. Nigeria has a horrible epidemic, thousands of deaths, so it's a different situation. But again, out of an abundance of caution, they're keeping this patient in isolation. But again, nobody in authority believes that he actually has a case of Ebola. Reporting live from Northwest Washington, Sam Ford, ABC 7 News.
Okay, thank you, Sam. And count on ABC 7 to keep you up to date on these latest concerns over Ebola in America. We're going to have more on the situation in Dallas, and we will continue to monitor these potential cases here in our area. That's all ahead on ABC 7 News at 6 o'clock.